Hey everyone, it's Dale here from DNM again. I was just finishing off the last job, and the neighbour to the property I was working on come over and asked me to have a clean up or have a look at a job and just do a little clean up. So he's got a beautiful bit of rainforest here he's set up. He's planted a lot of it himself. He's been here a very long time. But he wants me to just tidy up. So I started, and then I thought I should video this. So I'll give you a quick look at what he wants done and what he's got. I started cleaning up this corner here. He wants that palm tree left there. It's called the rainforest palm. That one just in there. And he's got a couple more in here, but I already cleaned out these spindly looking trees and a bit of debris he had on the ground here. And then the old FEMAC T9 and Yanmar at it again, you know, doing our thing. So he's got, I'll zoom back out again, there's the rainforest palm in there covered in vine. But yeah, these trees are huge. He apparently planted that tree. It's a rain tree. He apparently planted that tree himself 50 years ago. It's beautiful. But he just wants me to clear out the undergrowth in here. You're going to get a limited budget, but it's just one of those little jobs. He just said, can you do it while you're here? And I said, why not? And then yeah, a bit in here, full on like rainforest. It's got vines hanging down and everything. And then yeah, he planted another big rain tree down there in the foreground or background down there. Yeah, it's just the edge of his property. Interesting character. He used to work in ABC radio, do the rural hour every morning. Interesting man to talk to. Anyway, I meet lots of lovely people doing what I'm doing, and yeah, I'm going to give him a hand to clear this out and make it look a bit nice for him so he can go for walks in there. Righto, I'll set you up on the tripod and give you a look.
It started
Okay, right on cue by the weather. They said we were going to get rain this afternoon, and here it is. It's raining. But anyway, I hope you could see some of that. So you walk in. It didn't take much. As you know, in the rainforesty sort of area, it's sparse. He just wanted the underbrush just cleared, and yeah, a few nuisance trees gone out of this little area in this corner, and geez, it is coming down quite heavy. Yeah, cleared in there, took out a few trees. Anyway, Dale from D&M. I'm going to continue on in the next little section here, do the same thing, but I'll sign out for now. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great weekend. Have a great day. What's left of it. Bye-bye.